Hi everyone, Ravi this side. Welcome to Engineering Adda. So today I will be discussing about the Spring Reactive Programming. I already have a lecture one in this playlist called Spring Reactive in this channel. So you can watch that lecture one where I have discussed all the basic of reactive programming. And from here I will just continue and then I will discuss all the other things now. So let me go to the next slide. So I have uh, noted down here the four pillar interfaces of the reactive programming. So you can see they are publisher, subscriber, subscription, and processor. So these are the core interfaces of a reactive programming. So each of them you need to remember, you need to by heart it, I would say, and they have a couple of methods inside them. These are the interfaces, so they have a abstract method inside them. So we'll discuss each of the methods one by one and then we'll see. So these are the four pillar interfaces of reactive programming: publisher, subscriber, subscription, and processor. Let's go to the next slide. So uh, these are the all methods. Okay. So let's say publisher is having only one method which is subscribe. Okay. And subscriber has four method which is on subscribe, on next, on error, and on complete. Similarly, subscription has two methods which is request and cancel, and processor has no methods, but it can act like both of them, either of publisher and the subscriber. So it has the ability to work like publisher and the subscribers. Okay, so coming to the publisher method. Okay, in the next slide also I have noted down all of them. So let's go to the next slide and then we'll see. So coming to the publisher, we can also call it as a producer. It has a method called subscribe. So if you so first of all let me explain you about the publisher. What is publisher or producer? So publisher is a service or is a uh, entity which produces the data. Okay. So publisher is something which produces the data. Okay, let it be clear that publisher is something which produces the data. So now coming to the publisher interface, it is having only one method which is subscribe. Okay, and coming to the what is the work of the subscribe method? So the subscriber interface can call this subscribe method of the publisher in the order to get connected with the producer or publisher. Okay, so when the subscriber is wanted to connect with the publisher, then it need to call this subscribe method of the publisher so that connection can be established. Coming to the next slide, uh, we can see that subscriber has four method which is on subscribe, and here the argument type is subscription, and on next which is sending out the items of data, and on error and on complete. Okay, let's go to the like I will discuss each of the methods. So on subscribe is a method which is like all these four method is triggered by the publisher. Okay, so on subscribe method is triggered by the publisher when the subscriber calls the subscribe method of the publisher. So let's say subscriber call the subscribe method of the publisher, then the connection between the publisher and the subscriber is done. Now, as a notification, the publisher will trigger this on subscribe method to the subscriber so that subscriber can know that yes, the connection is established. Okay, and then when the subscriber sends the request for the data to the publisher, then with the help of on next, publisher sends back all the data items whatever the subscriber has asked for with the help of onNext method. And if everything is complete, then onComplete method will be triggered by the publisher to the subscriber. Else, if error is happening, then onError method will be triggered by the publisher to the subscriber. Coming to the next slide, subscription has these two methods, which is request and cancel, and this both can be used by the subscriber and the publisher. How they are used, I will just let you know in architecture that I have developed. So you just need to remember that subscription has two methods, which is request and cancel. So basically, using the request method of the subscription, subscriber asks for the data from the publisher, and then using the onNext, the publisher sends the data to the subscriber. Okay, coming to the next one, we have the processor which is not having any method. Okay, and it act like both of them, publisher and the subscriber. Now coming to the next architecture that I have created here to show you how the back pressure is handled in the reactive programming. So you can see that we have subscriber and the publisher. Okay, subscribers call the subscribe method of the publisher and the connection is established. On the net notification uh, to the subscriber, sus publisher trigger this subscription event and sends this message to the subscriber that yes, the connection is established. Now with the help of the request method of the subscription event, subscriber asks for the number of data that he wants. Let's say the subscriber asks for 10 data from the publisher. Then the publisher will trigger this onNext method of the subscriber 10 times to supply those 10 data. And if those data is supplied to the subscriber from the publisher completely without any error, then onComplete method of the subscriber will be triggered by the publisher, and then the communication is ended. If anything happens, any error is happening, then onError method by the publisher will be triggered to the subscriber to let know that yes, this thing is happened, this some error, some mishap is happened. So this is how the communication between publisher and subscriber is established, and this is how the data is supplied and asked for. So this is about the publisher subscriber and subscription and the processor. So thanks for the video, guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Okay, let me stop it.